Back in Week 4, the Lions lost a blowout in their first matchup against the Bears. Can Chicago finish the sweep? Find out next.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one. You figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Throwing on first down. Mackey, and his first pass is incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vita Vea make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 19 carries, a touchdown to go along with 124 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10 and
touchdown! Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears Lions have taken the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Mackey. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. On a return, it's high. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 1st down, Beck. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Mackey. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Mackey. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 64 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. The 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Mackey. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Beck. Man open is Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, it's Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this one is right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Looking to throw. Mackey.
Was that a receiver?
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On third down, here comes Swift. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Robinson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Beck. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Fights off the defender. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down, Mackey, and that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Mackey trying to lay one up deep, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
On the return, this is Micah Hyde. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right,
hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Now it's Hyde on the return. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Beck going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Chicago. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. On 1st down, Beck. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Mackey. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Mackey. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
Come on, man. Let's go!
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Chicago. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 128 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bears have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll bring up a second down. Off the bootleg, Mackey. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on a passing play.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Mackey will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back to throw again. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back to throw. Mackey. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Vita Vea in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Hyde. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Robinson's got it. And shutting him off, now open field. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Back. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Mackey. Nowhere to go here. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Beck. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Chicago. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Mackey, he's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Mackey. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 3rd down. Mackey, now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Powering forward, shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it was a game they really needed as they drop back